The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Northwestern as the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So USC's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Shoots it to the left. Lost, the defense is wide open. All kinds of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Extending the play. At the 35, he's loose. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Now they'll run the draw.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Gonna run it. It's Peterson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And that is is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Trojans are flying down the field. Power football with the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's got it again. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers out near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Oh, it's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by the defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those...
He's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Forced out of the pocket. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, USC. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback on a 2 and sacked at the 12.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Open space at the 25. Lowers those pads. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to pass it on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This is a 3rd and long. Corner's going to give them room. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, is...
Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Pocket starts to collapse. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Trojans are rolling down the field. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything going. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Man, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy
got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the route is on.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. DB's right up on the receivers. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse. Got a lot of running room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Turns it loose. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Touchdown USC! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
No, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going up top. Catch and stride inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 63.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped up.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. After that completion, move the sticks. It's 1st down.
First down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Plows through the defense. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better.